Are we? Are we doing well? I am fucking tired. I just woke up. uh, this stream is just gonna be me speaking very little, sipping coffee, and we're gonna enjoy foxes. Hibbity hopping about. I don't know very much about this game. Foxes scare my cats. Well, that's not fun. For people, when I've when I've cut this video, the reason why I'm speaking like an insane person, I had to restart the stream because there was no audio coming out. So this is all deja vu for me because I've said this exact same thing 10 minutes ago until B hopped in and said I'm a mental person speaking with no audio. So we're starting a new game. I am tired. I'm tired.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know, it seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes, I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
I wish my voice was like... I mean, my voice is very monotone. Both of their voices are like a warm hug. It's like, oh. No. Ask me if I slept well. Like a mediocre hug. Oh, but oh my god. Well, this is exactly what I didn't need this morning. No, I didn't mean to jump on my dead child. Hey man, you have
She couldn't stay though.
Hey man, you have a great voice, like a mediocre hug. Tepid.
She had to find her other two children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers. searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
I'm gonna get a bunny. Chomp! Come here. Yeah, the colour's very nice. Did I sleep well? I slept too long. Wait, I'll do that. I slept too long. And now I feel a bit, groggy. I really didn't need that much sleep. Vegetarian fox. Yeah, so. I feel like this is just the perfect Saturday morning game. You can just sit back, listen to some nice classical piano, and enjoy some beautiful color palettes. How's my attempt at doing their voice? I feel like when you're doing that voice, I'm being assaulted. Okay, so not good. Uh-oh.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me. So I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friends had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all. Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, and a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Double jump, double jump! Ah! Sorry, this is not matching the chill energy that I'm trying to evoke. I feel like if I was, I know we've spoken a few times about me wanting to do a bit of voice acting. I feel like a project like this would be really fun. Like, this is obviously maybe 2 friends or colleagues or Maybe they're just two separate people, to be fair, who've just been given a script and she's got this really nice little game where they just have to have a conversation. Do you hear us speak up? Yeah. See some stuff up there. I do see some stuff. Oh, where's that from? Oh no! Yeah, something like this, or you know, hentai. I could do female.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
Give me a script, B. Give me a sentence or two to say, and I'll give it a whirl. It's like true voice acting experience. Ooh. Ce que leur palette is different. Okay, alright. I think we need the piano music going.
No, please. It's too big. You're tearing me apart. But I love it.
There you go.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom, so I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all, put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
How did I do, though? Did I nail it? I feel like I gave that
We
I
were
gave that a
working
pretty
another
good
late
go.
night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they'd come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Did I manage to sound female as well? Or was it very... Kinda, okay. I'll take kinda.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, make this right to himself, more than to me.
Let it be.
I choose you.
What was the I actually can't remember the butterfly Pokemon. What was it called? I think I'm gonna need all of these Flutterbees to do this. Oh, that's it.
Benefit.
That one. Alright, so I'm gonna have to ditch those. That wasn't my head type. Shut up! I'm gonna need all of these because I don't think I can get to that.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers.
Oh, I need 3.
I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
How am I gonna do that? Oh, wait. More have spawned. Okay. Oh wait, no they haven't. How can I can't get to that one. I don't think. Oh, I'm stupid. Ah! How do I get up there without jumping? No! It's not possible. Maybe I can just walk up this one. How do I... Ah! Ooh, hello. No! This is not possible. I'll try to do just 2. Also, B, the goatee's filling out. What do we think? Oh, I could have just done it with 2, for fuck's sake. Would you say I look kawaii?
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
Who's green?
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
I went and dodged this tree because I thought they would be the ending. I was like, oh shit, this is short. You know, that's the first tree. Maybe it is. Hello. Wait, where did that tree go? Where'd that damn tree go? Your internet is a nightmare. What's this bloody tree? Oh, there it is. Wait, that's not it. This is... I muted myself, that's why. Thank you. feel very blessed. Bless up. No! Why? Okay. I have to double jump instantly. I can't even delay my double jump, which is upsetting. Hello? Ooh! What is? What? Eh? Gimme. Do I have to nuzzle it? I'm very confused. Give me the thing. Eh? What? What? That was very weird. I asked whilst you were, you know, plugging into McDonald's Wi-Fi, I was saying the goatee's coming along a treat. It's looking very thick and less patchy. You love McDonald's, what do you mean? You're always stealing my chips. Sorry, hit the microphone. Three Musketeers. Can't believe this. I'm not stealing your chips, I'm helping you live a healthier lifestyle. You're preventing my death against my will. Can't be trusted with Will. Who's Will? I ate a very healthy breakfast just now. Tasted like gravel. That sounds less than ideal.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
I think his dad's probably passed away, and then this is his him dreaming about him after the fact.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Wait, the shimmery light told me to come here, but I've been here. I think. Yeah, I have. I've been tricky-tricked. I cannot believe it. Lies. And deceit. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Tricky tricked. Yeah, what can you do against a tricky trick? I think I missed. I need to find that first tree, which I missed. Yeah, true. Oh, that reminds me. So I played. Ah, there it is. That's the tree I wanted. So there's this game I played called Pillars of. What's it called? Pillars of Earth. And in it you get to choose what your, because it's set in 1200s in England. And during the time of the Civil War. Civil War? Was it a Civil War? It's a war for the crown anyway. Oh no, this is a tricky trick as well. I've already been here. Fuck! That's what I need. I see the shimmer over there. And in the game, you get to pick what your house emblem will be. And I picked, like, because of the playthrough that I was doing, I picked the fox because, you know, it's like really shy. Not shy. Sly. And that. and cunning, and we'd use that to get to the top and become earls and whatnot. So my question for you be, what animal would your house emblem be? Yep, out of any animal. But also probably an animal which would be, you know, an animal which would be common in sort of medieval England. I don't think orangutan would be. Yeah, I guess you could be sea creatures, like a whale or something. I'd imagine would be normal, or an octopus or something. Octopus, I fucking knew. Tempties. How do I get up there?
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I think it's his girlfriend, or wife, or something. Because I think they're in bed together at this point. And, like, he's just woken up, like, having a nightmare. And she's talking to him about it. Yeah, because she said something like, "Oh, we would have never met if it something." I can't remember. I think that's my way up, and I've just fallen. Ah! Can't really see my way up here. Nope. Oh. Okay. Feel free to answer unrelated game question. How many blue jeans is too many blue jeans? LA lady. Depends what color jeans. As in... Don't say blue, I will kill you. Because you can have different shades of blue jeans, so... I mean, I own 3 pairs of blue jeans. So I've got like a light, dusty blue. Sort of the really standard blue colour of jean, and then a dark blue, and that's it. But I'm not a good measure of what's acceptable with clothing because I don't own any clothes. Why do you ask?
Why do you ask, senpai?
I have 4 blue jeans, 2 black, 2 plaid trousers, 2 cargo pants, 2 black suit trousers, 2 miscellaneous. What's miscellaneous? Fishnet? That's a lot of trousers, but I mean I have like what the fuck they call them? Chinos and that. Ooh, is that a wolf? Oh, that's nice. Which charity shop are you taking it to?
Nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Oh, is his dad murdered? Yeah, I'm a fan. Love me some piano music. Well, it's only one more dead baby fox to find. Slash baby fox to find. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I don't know what they represent. Maybe the fox is his dad? Oh no, because it's a female fox, I think. It's the mother fox. I feel like the fox has got to represent somebody, but then why has it got dead children? Maybe the father... Wait, hold on. I'll do this, then I'll read it out.
I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Maybe the guy is a father too, and the mother fox represents his paternal anxiety because of his unresolved stuff with his dad, who we presume has died somehow. Hence, lots of dead cubs. Maybe. 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 It's a good guess, a good guess as any.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Is that what I'm supposed to be running towards? Oh. She's a deal.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Will you stop talking, Rachel? I'm trying to get a thumbnail. There we go, perfect. Also, isn't Joseph asleep? Why is she still talking to him? Let the man sleep, he's been for enough. You just hear him snoring.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns in this, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I want to jump on the stair. Yes, perfect thumbnail. No, I don't think so, B. So maybe the dead fox cubs are the children that they could have had. But they're not going to have because of everything that happened. Have you ever played Journey, B? This has got a very similar vibe to me, where it's kind of, it's linear, but a lot of it is just you sort of exploring this big, sort of semi-open world, with like beautiful music playing. Yeah, yeah, it is.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
A lot of essays about it. How come? What's like? Is there something very significant about the game, or? I mean, I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was nice. I also loved, there's this game called Abzu, which is similar, ABZU, which is really nice. That's like, because I obviously have thalassophobia, so I don't really like the underwater, but that game you can't come, I don't think you can come into harm, or maybe you can, but it's not like, it's not scary, it's actually a really beautiful game. And that's like this, where it's sort of like a linear, it's very similar to Journey, where you're not in any danger. Yeah, it's really nice.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans, to a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Take that thing. Specifically, because of its example of collaboration between players, and again this relaxing and emotional but not necessarily competitive, combative. Yeah. I really liked the part that you were meeting online players, because it's obviously a puzzle game and kind of platformer-esque, and so you'd just meet random players who then would occasionally, I think they like disappear at random, so they flit in and out of existence, but you can see them attempt a puzzle. So if you'd be stuck, you could kind of watch them do it and see what see how to do it, and I thought that that was quite clever. Yeah, do.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. I didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
I'd say, I mean, it is very good. I preferred Abzu. I thought that was really, really pretty. Because I think the problem with Journey is that, although it is like a really stunning game and that, the landscapes tend to be quite boring, I found anyway. So with Abzu there was loads of like fish and that flitting about, and they're all really pretty. No, you son of a bitch. But with Journey, a lot of the time it was just like desert plains, like Sahara-esque, so there's nothing but like sand.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of: moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
Oh my god, they said the first tree. That's the name of the game.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
That's an interesting. What do I say? I need to think of something motivational. Oh, I like that. Well done, B. Wait. Wait, I'm going to change it a little bit though. How about that?
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Ooh. Interesting. We're human again. Oh, and there's the wifey. I don't know how I leave. Where's the door? Where's the door? I can hardly see. One sec, I need to turn my brightness up on my screen. Is there a door? Yeah, I think I killed her. I don't know why I murdered my wife. Wait, can I not go out here? Okay. And I don't jump off the edge, okay. Yeah. Tired of not being able to sleep at night. She gave a shit eulogy.
What the hell?
Am I becoming the fox? I said on the tree. Oh, maybe not. It's not a destination that defines us. Oh. Oh, they're partners. That's so nice. I love that. That last song was so nice. I want to look what that was. It looked, yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a Unity. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, so what we've said, they will check and could be put in the game. That is so cool. That's so cool. You Are a Memory was that song. Well, that's getting saved on Spotify. Message to Bears, I think that's the song. I've not heard of that before, but it looks like they've got quite a big they've got a lot of downloads. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll just repeat for. Yeah, it's cooler than just appearing on the tree in your own game. Also, my sister said she played this game and loved it. Yeah, this is really nice. I really love these short, like, 1 hour games which really get you, like, emotionally. Like, I had the same with What Remains of Edith Finch and games like that, where it doesn't need to be longer than it is, but it's just, and it always has like a really beautifully spoken narrator and voice actors. Like, I loved the voice actor's voice in What Remains of Edith Finch. The main voice actor. Her voice is lovely. And the same with the two, is it Vile? The two Viles in this. I really liked, because I didn't know anything about this game, and what I was expecting is the whole thing to just be me playing as foxes and exploring the wilderness, trying to find our three children. I didn't know that it was like a conversation between two individuals, or a couple, and it was them sort of exploring their childhoods and stuff like that. That was nice. That was nice. And yeah, the music was absolutely beautiful. Well. Well. That's us. That's us done. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for joining me. So that's that game done. I'll have to find another game for our Saturdays. I love this as like, I love playing games like this really early in the morning when you've just woken up and it's just like, oh, wasn't that game so lovely? And then you start the day with like a smile, a schmile. Although it's 12 o'clock now, so it's not really that early. I'm not around the next 2 Saturdays, so I won't be streaming, so I'm not going to put a game in the diary. But I'll have a think of what we play when I'm back from my festivals, which I'm going to. But in the meantime, we've still got Cloudpunk, and we've got Life is Strange True Colors on the go, so we'll be playing them in the week. And I do want to play Citizen Sleeper, the new updates. I don't know when I'm going to be doing them, but in the next 2-3 weeks I'd like to do it. It's been a while since I've played that game, and I really enjoyed that game. That, I have to say, in terms of sort of indie games of that style, not Cyberpunk, I mean like, you know, reading and it's just drawing and stuff like that. It's probably my favorite. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to do a bit more reading and a bit more voice acting for you. Yeah, right, well, when I'm done with sci-fi games, you should go back to Spooky Thursdays. Yeah, I should do another horror. Trying to think what... I've got Visage, haven't I, that I've got to play. I also have... oh, what's the other one? Begins with A. Really famous game. Amnesia. The new Amnesia game, which I could play. I want to play... I saw there's this game called... Is it the Mortuary Assistant? Which looks terrifying. But that's just come out. That looks really cool. So I could play that as well. Because that's newer as well. I do want to play Visage though. So that would probably be top of the list. There's also... I think it's coming out in October. Oh, I tried playing the old Amnesia. Yeah, the old Amnesia is very different. Yeah. There's a game coming out in October called Callisto Project, which looks absolutely horrifying. That'll be quite expensive though, so I'll have to think about whether I want to play that. And also fucking scary. I can't remember who makes that. I can't remember who the makers of that game are, but it's one of the big... Oh, Dead Space. It's the makers of Dead Space. So yeah, it's sort of... It's like The Thing, but lots of scaries. Alright. Enough about horror games when we just played a really cute, emotional game. I will let you go. So, have a lovely rest of your Saturday. And I'll catch you Tuesday night of Tuesday Day, wherever you are. Yeah. Take care. Bye.